Hey guys, how are you all? So welcome to My Way Tarot. This is going to be a reading for the next 7 days for Taurus placements. So if you have Taurus as your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mercury or North Node in your birth chart, this reading will be for you. Everything that you need to know about myself, the reading and the channel can be found in the description box below. So we're going to get into your read. This is the Modern Witch Tarot that we're using today. So angels of love and light, can we please have clear and concise messages? For Taurus placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mercury and North Node, what do they need to know for the current energies for the next 7 days from whenever they come across this reading? What do they need to know, please and thank you? What do they need to know, please and thank you? 2 more shuffles, and then we'll cut up the deck and get into your read. So thank you for your patience. I truly appreciate it. What's going on? This wanted to come through. I'm getting guided to this one as well, and this one just wanted to come through. So we have 9 of Swords, the Tower, and the 6 of Pentacles. Aries, Scorpio energy may be significant. And we have the Queen of Pentacles, Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Well, there you are. Okay. With the Knight of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, 4 of Swords, and the Page of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay. Guys. I feel like there's this sense of apprehension and worry that something isn't necessarily going to work out or go in your favour. I feel like there's been a lot of analysing over a particular situation that's really to do with your finances or to do with your career, but I'm picking up predominantly about your finances. I feel that there's something that may have not necessarily worked out for you. I'm hearing try and try and try again, okay? So I feel like you have been definitely putting in the work to do with something quite particular here. Now, whether that is just your career in general or a certain project, or you have a goal in mind, or you wanted to launch of a product or a service or change something up, and you may feel like fearful that if you are to change this particular thing up that it's not necessarily going to work out for you, or you tried to change something up and you may have been like, right, okay, well that didn't necessarily kind of work out the way that I hoped for or planned, so maybe I should give up on the idea entirely, or, you know, what have you. And there's been this sense of feeling pretty restless about it, because you may have thought that this was going to be, I'm hearing, your meal ticket for something, like your breakthrough in regards to something really leveling up for you. And I'm hearing not to get despondent, not to get, you know, discouraged or upset or anything like this. I feel that there's something not quite right about the timing for some reason, and I feel like you're wanting the answers and the timing and just to know exactly what is going on, but you may be feeling a bit in the dark about something, right? And you're having to really have the sense of trust and faith that there is a reason as to why certain things fall apart, and some things don't necessarily work out in the timings that we would like them to work out. It's because something else is to be implemented here, maybe something that you're unaware of that comes from a third-party situation, an external source of sorts, or there's something within yourself that you're not necessarily either ready for, but I'm not feeling like you're not necessarily ready for whatever this is. I feel like there's something that's not necessarily quite lined up as of yet, but you're very close to a particular breakthrough, and there is momentum and movement forward in regards to you reaching a particular goal or hitting a certain milestone or something coming through for you. But there's a sense of maybe waiting for this light bulb moment, this eureka moment, so that you can just kind of get on ahead with whatever it is that you're kind of working on very diligently here. But I'm hearing that you're trying to wrap your head around something with the 4 of Swords. Like you've been trying to think, well, do I need to come up with new ideas? Do I need to go back to the drawing board? Do I need to, you know, do this, that, and the third, etc. instead of this, what have you? I feel like there's been a lot of being in your head, okay? And it's like, you know, when you're so close to something that you can't necessarily see what's right in front of you because you're too close to it. So I feel like there's something about you maybe taking a step back, and maybe this is something that you're like, oh, but I don't really want to do of that. Something isn't necessarily going to work out if I was to kind of take this step back. I'm hearing that if I don't show up or if I'm not doing this, then something to do with the running of whatever this, I'm hearing particular operation is, or I'm getting that particular wording. It's like something's just going to fall apart and not work out anymore if you were to take yourself away from the situation. I'm hearing temporarily. So, and actually this would be of great benefit for you, but there's a sense of being scared or anxious about taking maybe even a bit of rest, like time for yourself, like even just to, you know, heal a little bit more, or to take a few days off. Or I'm hearing that a walk out in nature would do you a world of good. There could be inspiration from nature, or you being able to ground yourself, or taking better care of your health, or putting other, you know, focus elsewhere that's to do with you predominantly here. And then it's like I'm hearing the floodgates open of all these particular ideas, and then there's a sense of excitement. I'm getting that's just something to do with the energy is needing to be shifted. And once this has shifted, it's like everything kind of just falls into place for you, but you may be just too close to something as of right now to really see of it. So you're being kind of told to take a step back. And that could be really daunting you, because it's like, I really don't want to do of that, right? So please only take me feel resonates and leave the rest, but because this is a general reading, but I'm picking up on what I am for a reason, okay? Yeah, look at that Eight of Cups. There's a fear of, well, if I take a step back, or if I temporarily walk away from the situation, I mean, you can always go back to something, right? Especially if this is work related and what have you, but there's something that you're not quite necessarily seeing as of right now. But then by doing of it and having maybe a different approach to something, I'm just getting something to be tweaked, that's all. And with doing of that, it's going to, I'm hearing, open a whole new road up for you, which is interestingly enough. But yeah, it's like you're not necessarily seeing something with the Two of Swords. I feel like your intuition has been telling you to do of this, but you may have been a bit like your fear or your ego or your doubts or your insecurities or something that is kind of like creeping up to the surface could be making you feel a particular type of way. And I'm not getting like something to do with an old habit as such, but I feel like there was a way of working or doing or something in particular, like a routine, and you may have just been like, well, I have to do it this way, because if I don't do it this way, then I don't see or know how I'm going to get that progression forward. Like, not necessarily being open to the possibility that there are, I'm hearing infinite possibilities and probabilities of certain things kind of working out for you. In other ways, but that could still lead to what it is that you're wanting to get to. Yeah, with the Sun, Leo energy. I mean, this is the happiest card in the deck. So I feel like there is this illumination coming through for you, right? Absolutely. Again, Queen of Pentacles. I mean, guys, you saw me shuffle the cards. So I really feel like this message is potentially hitting home for someone. Maybe even if it's not everyone, it's definitely for someone out there. 1010 just came through on my timer, so you're closing a cycle and you're going into a new one. There's just something changing up here. But these changes are going to be of great benefit for you, but then at the time, or maybe currently, it's like you didn't necessarily see how this could potentially work out for you, but it can work out very well. Again, with the Six of Pentacles, when the same cards keep showing up, you know, that's a very strong message from Spirit to really let you know that, yeah, what we're kind of saying to you right now is that, look, there will be gifts, there will be new opportunities, there will be things that are, very fruitful for you after a very long period of time where you've been doing something a particular way or only seeing, something from a certain perspective. And you see how I was getting at that earlier, like you're too close to something and you just need to take a step back. You see how this person's face is pretty much like so close to these wands, like they don't even see where they're going, to be honest. They're just kind of like gauging roughly where they're going or how they're going to get to where they need to get to. Like they're too close to the problem. So it's a sense of just letting go of doing of something in a particular way, or maybe delegating of something, right? Putting your focus elsewhere. And with doing of this, and you're letting go of certain burdens or stresses or worries or what have you. And then that means that you take some of these wands away, right? And then you've got space to be able to actually see through, what is going on if you stay on this particular path. Like, as in, you can see where you're going, but then if you're not willing to take the step back, and if I can get my words out, I just feel like I'm struggling to communicate this in some way. So I feel predominantly you guys know that you're close to the brink of something and having of a breakthrough. Another 10, and we saw 10 earlier, I said about it earlier, but something's being illuminated to you, right? Interesting. I feel like it's really interesting. It's like I felt like I was very much on track with what I was doing, like saying to you, and then all of a sudden it's like I came to this blinding halt where I wasn't sure what I was meant to say next. That's what it comes to come across as. So maybe you've been in this position of place where it's not like you've been blindly going to a particular, place. But you've just been on this particular road for such a long time. Like it's just like one foot in front of the other, doing of something for a long particular time. And now it's like you're at this point where something's not necessarily working out and you're needing to retreat and take a moment back for yourself. Yeah. And you see, look at this, 7 of Wands. You see how this person's like taken a step back from all of these wands, right? They've taken a step back. They're seeing things from a higher point of view. They're seeing things from another perspective. And it's not been easy. It's not easy to kind of admit to oneself that something needs to be changed up, because you fought very hard to get to where you are now. And it's like you want this new beginning to come through for you, and it absolutely is. It's evidently clear here. But there's just this last little remnants of something that's not quite necessarily in alignment as of yet. And intuitively, I feel like you kind of know what that may be for you. Page of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and Justice. Libra energy. With the 10 of Cups. I mean, goodness, this is absolutely beautiful, by the way. So just know that your new offer, your new opportunities, your new ideas, whatever it is, there's balance coming in. There's harmony, there's peace, there's stability, there's security, there's happier times ahead. A lot of emotional fulfillment here, and you are very much on the way there, or nearly there, I just heard, right? But there's just something that is to be getting into alignment, and I feel that's predominantly got to do with something about your health, maybe. Okay, maybe taking you as more of a priority, taking better care of yourself, or what have you. But there is a lot of good coming through for you. With the 10 of Swords, everything's fine, landing on the Sun. And the Ace of Wands. I feel like there's been a lot of difficulty in believing that things are going to be getting better, that things are going to be improving, because it's been a sense of a particular way for so long that you may have felt like, well, I guess I just get used to doing what it is that I'm doing. And then feeling on some level that, maybe I can just settle for this is enough. But you're meant for more, you're meant for bigger, better things. But look, it's not been easy. 10 of Swords, everything's fine. 10 of Swords, I mean, this is a lot. I mean, you've definitely hit rock bottom, you know, but you're coming out of that. Again, 8 of Wands. See, this is the energy that you're moving into. I'm hearing the worst is over, to do with a situation, a scenario, and Ace of Pentacles. I mean, we have the Ace coming through with the Page, but this is beautiful. So something could be very significant about Libra season. Oh, okay. I just got something to do with the solar eclipse, because of the Sun and the Libra card coming through here. So something about the new moon in Libra may be significant here. And that's going to be a big turning point for you, where you're able to leave off something that has been plaguing on your mind. Yet with the Knight of Wands, you're moving on away for it. I'm hearing from it and getting into this new energy. The Hermit, 4 of Cups. Yeah, you believed for a long time that you weren't going to be getting that change. As I say that, there's your energy, Taurus, with the Hierophant. You believed something for a very long time, that you were just not meant to be receiving these blessings, I'm hearing. Or you felt like you were never going to be getting that sense of peace in your life. It was just always going to be one thing on top of another thing, and that everyone else was receiving what they were receiving, and that you may have felt like you were forgotten about, that you were kind of left behind, that you were not being accounted for, or you were being missed out. And I don't feel like that's the case whatsoever. I feel like you actually have so much that's coming in for you. And the reason that you've had to kind of, in some instances, wait for your breakthrough to happen is because it's bigger and better than what you may have ever previously expected or ever even experienced beforehand. So therefore, you know, there's a lot that needs to be lined up, a lot that needs to be taken care of, for certain things to then be able to fall into place, like that kind of domino effect, right? And so that when something comes through for you, or multiple things come through for you, that is, it's just very, very effortless, right? Very effortless. And everything falling into place. As I say that, there's your energy, Taurus, with the Empress. Okay, you may resonate with divine feminine energy, but I'm feeling predominantly you've been on this path for a while. Now I'm reading energy rather than gender or sex, as you guys know. I feel like you've been on a potentially this soul kind of searching and healing and spiritual path for quite some time as well. And it's just like, well, how much longer is it until I finally feel like I've got all this new energy coming into my life, and, you know, I'm finally living the life that I'm hearing I now know and realise that I am deserving of and worthy of, right? For these good things to happen for me and really change up my life dramatically. But it's taken a while to get there, to get into that particular energy, especially if you've gone through as much as you have, I'm hearing. And, you know, I'm hearing in the spiritual realm, time is illusion. But obviously we have time, you know, here. But in the spiritual realm, there's certain things that are needing to be, I'm hearing, kind of like addressed first, resolved, before there's that sense of elevation. Look, 2 of Cups. Yeah, I feel like now you've been getting into that energy of realizing of your worth, and that it's okay for you to receive, to allow yourself to have nice things happen for you. You know, for a very long time, you may have been under this impression of yourself, or may have dealt with other people that projected of certain things onto you that made you feel as if, you know, that these good things, or having your life transform in the way that it will soon do is not something that's possible for you, when actually it very much is. And it's going to, I'm hearing, blow you out the water basically, because you don't see this coming. I feel like there's this excitement and nervous energy, this anticipation of, you know, that something is coming through for you. And you may have on some level been trying to figure out what this potential thing may be for you, or lots of different things may be for you. But I feel like actually what you're called to do is to not be in your head so much, and just kind of be, I'm hearing, more in the present moment as well, and not to worry so much about what is or isn't going to be happening in your future. But it can be sometimes difficult to really get present with ourselves, especially if we always have so much going on in our lives. It can be really challenging. And I feel also that there are going to be people coming through who are wanting very much to work alongside with you, okay? Wanting to be offering you assistance, wanting to be very generous with you, wanting to be your friend, or somebody that you could have a strong romantic connection with. And I feel like there is something very significant that's, look, manifesting here with the Magician in regards to all of this. So there is a sense of just being in alignment, and I feel that you're pretty much there. But there's just one little tweak of what this is, and I feel intuitively you may know about this, or you soon will get given like intuitive guidance about what this may be for you, and then you gain this sense of clarity, and then you know how to kind of move yourself on forward. Yeah, exactly, with the Fool, Aries energy. You're moving forward. Even on some level, if you feel like, oh, it's taking one step forward and 10 steps back, like, progress is still progress. You are going to be getting into this new energy and having of this new cycle in your life, and you will be coming out on top with the Six of Wands, okay? Yes, there are some beautiful things that are heading through for you. Absolutely. As I say that, break up the deck, we have the Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Well, there you are. So you're much more in your power than you think, can feel and realize. As I say that, we have the Hierophant again, which is you, Taurus. This is your major arcana card. So yes, continue to have trust and faith, and know that if you've been wanting this new job, or if you've been wanting a lump sum of money, or you've wanted something to work out for you in your favor in regards to something legal, this is working out for you. Or even if it's just so that you have more freedom and flexibility in your personal and professional life, like an easier, you know, time of it, that's coming through for you. If you've been wanting to start a family, if you've been wanting to have your own children, or if you've wanted to potentially travel more, or you wanted to move, I'm hearing, elsewhere, there could be news coming through for you in regards to this with the Page of Swords. You know, I've just got something to do with keys. Keys may be significant. Three of Swords, why are you coming out? Ooh, straight away. Eight of Swords. 10 of Wands. Ooh, Four of Swords, yeah. Okay. Ace of Cups. Any more for this? Any more for this? Thank you. Page of Cups. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Three of Swords, Eight of Swords, 10 of Wands, Four of Swords, Ace of Cups, Page of Cups. What's this all about, please? Five of Swords. Three of Pentacles, the Devil, and the Eight of Cups, okay. With the Emperor, Aries energy, Ace of Swords, okay. Some of you have been really hurt because some of you may have already taken a risk, or you took a chance before, because you were dealing with a certain work environment or a living situation. I'm getting predominantly a work environment, right, that was really quite toxic. And I'm hearing just didn't want to deal with the office politics. I feel like something to do with office politics, or there was jealous co-workers, people that were taking your work for granted, or that they were piling the work on you. You weren't necessarily getting the appreciation and recognition that you were deserving of. You're feeling completely burnt out and exhausted. And you may have kind of gone, to work one day or several days, and then just, come back home and cry because of how debilitating the situation was making you feel, and it potentially was affecting your mental health. And, you were dealing with potentially a very controlling boss, or someone who was really trying to kind of rule the roost over you in some way. And you were like, I just don't see how I can kind of get myself out of this situation. But then there may have been a boiling point that was hit, and you're like, well, do you know what? I just can't deal to be in this situation. So I'll take with whatever savings I've got from this particular job, and I'll utilize that in a way where I don't have to ever work for somebody like that again, or work in that kind of environment, or I might just go and work for myself, or become self-employed, or, become an entrepreneur, or doing of something else. Because, there may have been times where you're like, well, do you know what? You could have even on some level, like, gaslighted yourself into thinking and believing, well, maybe it's not as bad as I think and feel that it is. But actually it was. Maybe I could just, put up with it for a little bit longer. But then I feel like your intuition and your soul was basically screaming at you, going, no, this is not good for our well-being, our, health here. This is deteriorating and soul destroying. And, even though you don't necessarily see how things are going to work out for you, you've had to take that leap of faith, that risk, and leave and abandon the situation and walk out while you can, because otherwise there's going to be more harm than good done if you were to continue be staying in a situation. And I'm hearing the money wouldn't have been worth it for you anyway, because you would have been feeling in a much lower place. And you just were like, look, I feel like you took your power back in some sort of way by doing of this. At first you may have potentially regretted it, or doubted yourself, or that was a silly thing to do, and then look back on hindsight, well, actually maybe it wasn't that bad. But it really was. I'm hearing effing horrendous, actually. And you felt very trapped. You felt like you couldn't speak up on certain things. You may have dealt with, some serious issues. And it's like, well, out of the position for self-love for myself and also self-preservation, I need to get myself out of this. And, that took a lot for you. And I feel that, you have done of the right thing. Even at times when you didn't know or see what was going to be up ahead for you, you took that risk. You followed your heart, you listened to your intuition, and I'm hearing your spirit guides, God, source, the universe, angels, whoever you resonate with, right, were mediating of a situation and guiding you to be leaving of that. This could have been something that you went through a while ago, or this could be something that you may be experiencing as of right now, and you're wondering, well, do I go for this or not? Do I leave of this situation or not? I mean, some of you may have been like, I don't even have a job lined up elsewhere, but I don't know how I can deal with this. So I feel like there's a lot going on here. Yeah, but some of you are just like, I can't deal with this anymore, and you cut something out. You cut something out with the Page of Swords. Yeah. But this took a lot out of you because you were holding on to this situation because of the fear that you wouldn't have something as good as what you have there. I'm hearing monetary wise, and it would cause you to be in a position and place of lack, or that's how you would feel. But it got to the point where, or it feels like you've got to a point where it's like, do you know what? I don't even care about the money anymore. I just want to be happy here with the Three of Cups. Even if that means I have to take less money, or if I have to do certain jobs, right, that are more part-time, or look into other things that are going to be of, you know, benefit to me in other areas, you know, that aren't just about finances, but yet I actually really enjoy where I work and the people that are, you know, so kind and they're friendly and we get on very well. Like, you care more about the environment rather than necessarily the pay. So I feel like this could be something that you may be facing right now. Knight of Swords, the Emperor. Oh, Page of Wands, goodness. So you definitely have communication with someone coming up soon. Okay. There could be somebody, yeah, you could be confused because there could be somebody that gets in contact with you, and this person is a professional. I'm getting something to do with LinkedIn. I'm getting something to do with LinkedIn for some reason. Yeah, I feel like there is someone that sees you and they see of your potential and they recognize the experience that you have in a particular field and they want to know more about you. Now, this person could be somebody that you already know and, you know, you haven't heard from this person for a while, and then it's like, oh, well, it turns out they've done pretty well for themselves. They contact you and, you know, ask how your current situation is going on, and you may be, well, actually, I've just left of a particular job. I'm looking for another one. And then all of a sudden it's like, well, okay, well, would you be intrigued by this? This is what I'm working on. We actually have availability for a position of this right now. Why don't you come to an interview? And it's all very quick. But I feel it's because you left of something that was quite toxic here and unhealthy, and then you let go of this particular energy which is allowed to free up something new for you. And then it's like all of a sudden, well, when can you start? And you're like, wow, I'm really confused by how this, you know, especially in this kind of day and age, it's like there was all this fear potentially of you going a long time without work or without the money coming through if you were to leave of a company or something or a particular position and look elsewhere. But then it's just like something else just shows up for you and you're not expecting it. And then there's like a win-win celebration here with the Three of Cups. It's like, and then the next moment, you know, you're celebrating the fact that you got a new job or a different opportunity. And it could be something that you may have been working on, or it could be something completely different. But whoever you're dealing with is going to make sure that they keep an eye out for you, I'm hearing. Yeah, and you may do very well in this with the Six of Wands. This could be what it is that you have been actually after, and you felt like maybe you were meant to be on this other path, in this other job, but that wasn't right for you. I'm hearing that was kind of like a stopgap for some reason. To you, to gain some sort of experience by dealing with that. So then I feel like not necessarily gaining experience in regards to your actual work, but I feel like more on a soul level where you had that particular job because there was some sort of soul growth, some sort of challenges to overcome in regards to your soul development, and that it was a karmic kind of cycle, or it was something related to how you then see of yourself, right? But look, 10 of Pentacles, Six of Wands, this, whatever this new thing is for you, is really, really amazing, and you're going to feel right at home with the Six of Cups. These people are really going to care, or this person's really going to care, and I feel like your intuition is going, yeah, you've got this, go for it, with the High Priestess. Again, Ten of Pentacles. Lots of different types of messages coming through, by the way, so please only take what you feel resonates and leave the rest. You've dealt with so many disappointments and upset from the past, but you did on some level always have that sense of hope that your time would come and that you would be able to move on into a better position and place. You may have even felt on some level, well, I regret taking that other job. You know, all it left me was making me feel like a shell of myself, etc. Right? But you went through all of that so that you would get the soul growth. But I feel like now you're realizing it here with the Queen of Swords. Wow, Queen of Swords. Songs. I don't know why I was getting songs for some reason. So something about music may have been really helping you. Okay. But now you're realizing with Judgment that now I see the bigger picture. This is somebody that is able to look at things very objectively. You're gaining clarity about why you went through certain things and that it was divinely orchestrated. And you're now in this position and place, or you soon will be, with this, you know, upon reflection, that even though there were some very difficult times that you dealt with, or one in particular, it's really contributed to your overall growth, your development, and has really strengthened of your character, made you more resilient, and stand up for yourself, or set boundaries, or kind of bring home to you that, you know, treat others how they wish to be treated. Like, and you realize you were treating others very well, but they weren't doing of the same with you, and now you're like, actually, I just deserve to be treated very well. You know, I do deserve courtesy and respect, and etc. Four of Wands, yeah, this is beautiful. So you're moving into this really lovely time of things just getting better. I'm hearing that just keeps getting better. As I say that, the star Aquarius energy. And now I'm hearing I believe in miracles. Now I believe in miracles. I was like, but that's hot. I think that's Hot Chocolate. This very old song. I believe in miracles. Where'd you come from, you sexy thing? I don't know why that song came through, but maybe somebody feels like, maybe romantically, that you're, you know, very attractive here, etc. And there could be a miracle, or it feels like a miracle in regards to your love life, especially if you've been single for a little while. Or you feel like you've not been able to focus on love. That could be something that's switching up for you, as well as your career and your finances. And you're like, well, how can it all happen at once? But it can with the Lovers. Gemini energy. So yeah, this is lovely. I mean, I know there's been some tough messages in here, or tough situations that you've gone through, but you are pulling out the other side, and you will be getting your victory and success. You are having your breakthrough. There is new energy coming in. There is big change on the horizon. Even if you don't necessarily see it with your physical eyes as of yet, just know that everything is working out for you. As I say, that's Six of Pentacles. Thanks so much, Spirit. I really appreciate it. King of Cups. Really, really lovely. And there's also a love situation where somebody is coming through, and I just don't get that you see it coming, but you felt that something is shifting. Yeah, with the Knight of Cups. Look at this. Absolutely. Somebody looking at you from afar, wanting to talk to you, or somebody's getting ready to come in to talk to you. But yeah, everything, and it can all change at once. I mean, the universe is obviously very powerful, right? But anyway, guys, that's all the messages I'm picking up on. 40 minutes and 44 seconds just came through on my timer, so 444. So the angel number 444, as I said that about the universe, is very powerful. I feel like that was very much like, you know, channeled there, okay, from spirit. We have all the signs pretty much, but the ones that came through and are called out with the major arcana, they may be of significance for you in your birth chart some way. But we have 666, 1111, 888. I'm getting told 222. Yeah, 1010 and 111. And any other numbers that you may feel like are kind of resonating with you, or like you're intuitively picking up on, they could be just for you, right? But that's going to be the end of the read. So I hope that there have been some messages, a few messages, if not the whole reading. I just got told 144. 414 and 144 may be significant as well. But that's going to be the end of the read, so I hope that there was some messages, few messages, if not the whole reading, that potentially resonated. And if you have enjoyed this reading and you wish to support myself and the channel, there are donation links available. There is a PayPal link in the description box below, and the other option is Super Thanks, which is listed underneath this video. So thank you so much to those of you who have already done of this. I greatly appreciate you guys. Even if you don't financially donate, a wonderful way to energetically donate is to like, share, subscribe, comment down below, and I get back to you guys in those comments when I can. So thank you so much. Please hit the notification bell so you get an alert as to when I post another video for you or make an update on the channel, so you don't miss out. And please feel free to check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mercury and North Node placements in the other zodiac signs for the individual next 7-day reading, so you can receive more messages with the current energy timeless check-ins. Obviously it's when you come across it. But again, thank you so much for being here, sending love and light your way, many blessings, and I'll see you and speak to you soon. Thank you. Bye guys.